What's up, people? So this is not about FPS or power draw, this kind of things. This is a very special battle, and it's special because it involves some characters that you won't usually find on the battlefield. This is Liu Bei against Dong Zhuo, and the reason why is so much more special is because Dong Zhuo is very hard to catch on the battlefield. Like if you're trying to chase him with an army, he's gonna run the minute he'll realize, the second he will realize that the stacks are against him. So if you tried before, to play some ambushes somewhere near him, he has this amazing ability alongside Cao Cao to spot all the ambushes, so no chances with that. The only way I managed to engage him in the battlefield is to chase him with a smaller army. So I kind of trick the trickster, if I may say it like that. And as soon as he saw better odds for him, he went for it. He kind of underestimated the strength of this small army. I know I don't have special units in this one or anything like that, but the generals that I command, especially the two of them, and feel free to pause the video or go back the beginning of this video and see the weapons that I have on them and all the all the build that they have. So these two generals are absolutely great. Now I'll try to explain a little bit how I'm winning these battles, and especially against this character, which is brute force on the battlefield, and you will see what traits he has. That amazing blade and the armor that he has and all of the attributes is just amazing character. And it would be nice to to get his sword or to get his armor. Probably is gonna happen somewhere later in the game, especially if I find him again, if I manage to capture him, kill him eventually. I will get his gear, but not in this battle, unfortunately. So the way that I'm doing things is, if you noticed at the beginning of the video, I've tried to split my army into let's call them departments. So I have the cavalry, archers, and infantry. And my cavalry unit, I stick them all together, and I put the best generals in it, and that's my hit squad. With that detachment, I try to hit the generals as hard as I can. And here the main target is Dong Zhuo, and if he fails, then the morale of the enemy troops will go low, and I can deal with the rest of the generals soon after because they are not very important. But anyway, in the overall picture, it's important that the army is without anyone in charge, the enemy army. So that's the main thing that I do. The second thing is to position your archers in a way that they fire first against your enemy, but not very far from your own infantry, so they have time to retreat behind the infantry, because otherwise they will get like sandwiched between enemy troops, enemy infantry, and your own infantry, and they will become kind of useless. Now in this battle over here, I had to switch them on the melee weapons because I was heavily outnumbered in the infantry side, so I had to switch them quickly on melee weapons and throw them in the battle. As you can see, Dong Zhuo is already dead, and now I have to deal with the rest of his general, his cohort. Another thing to keep in mind for this battle, but not only actually, is even if you split your troops like you see here, cavalry, infantry, and archers, you don't want your generals too far away from the main body of your army, because no matter how proven in battle your troops are, they will eventually flee when they are overwhelmed by enemy soldiers, especially if you're playing this game on hard difficulty, how is in this situation here. They will flee if they don't have support of the general. So they managed to intervene. Look, this is perfect example. So my infantry is engaged to the limit, and now the generals are attacking the enemy from behind, mostly the cavalry. Now, if I would have been with the game, let's say on a lower difficulty, the enemy would have fled the battlefield. But no, most of them, they are still fighting against the fact that most of their generals, and especially Dong Zhuo, is dead. So yeah, they are still fighting. That's the difficulty of the game. Now, another thing to remember and make very good use to it is those special abilities. Look, this one, it encourages the troops that you have on the field and drastically affects the morale of the enemy troops. So that's a key thing to achieving the results that you want. And it's not about the idea to chase the fleeing enemy generals, because sometimes they just go a little bit behind and then are coming back, like I think this guy will do, this woman will do in this situation. So you can, kill them and get over this situation. But here I was more focused on maintaining the unity of the rest of the army that I had left. So I had to stay with the rest of the army and help them, push this guy's back. So I'll leave you with this battle to the end, because it's still gonna go on for a few minutes. And yeah, that was the battle against Dong Zhuo. To be honest, I was not expecting to win. It was like a 50-50 chance. You will see the exact numbers of the armies deployed at the end of the battle. Look, that general who was fleeing now is coming back and encouraging the troops. But she will die. She will die soon. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Take care, stay safe.
Ready!
Make ready! Show no mercy!
Horsemen! Show no mercy!
You are too pathetic to survive!
Your words are as pathetic as you are.
Our success looms large! Prepare! Make ready!
Stand ready!
At the ready! Hurry! Move! Make ready! I cannot stone! The time has come!
The pieces fall into place. Justice demands retribution. They must be made an example of, or we invite chaos.